understand that how powerful forgiveness is. In other words, when I
Mm-hmm.
forgave my father, all that anger I had towards him and stuff, man, I kind of it like I took off a 100-pound rucksack. It's like I was moving through life a little lighter now. I felt a
Mm-hmm.
little better, about that. Now, that's what I mean by manhood. I had to learn that everything, and that's what you mean by there's no such thing as perfection. Everybody want the perfect Huxtable dad. Well, you might not want the Huxtable dad. Not putting,
Yeah.
little joke. I love Bill Cosby.
I know,
Little
I
joke,
know,
but
but
you get what I'm saying though. The image of the perfect family. As far as social things, I'm not talking about sexuality because you'll have people try. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
mm-hmm.
about the imperfect family socially and not constructed properly, where
Yeah.
things do happen, where brokenness does exist, where
Mm-hmm.
yet broken households for young men and women are prevalent in the Black community. Yes. So these are issues that we're talking to and about. So,
Yes.
and the anger that comes along with that. When
Mm-hmm.
I forgave my father and let go of that anger and got out of that stuck place, I really start to kind of grow a little bit, start to grow. But long
Mm-hmm.
as I was there, I was just mad, mean, and I didn't really realize how much it had me lashing out, man. Even, as many fights I got in the military, you know what I'm saying?
Anger.
You know, many fight, that's a part of fighting was part of what we did.
Yes.
See, in combat arms, what people don't understand, and this just got to tell this truth to help people. We did a lot of partying when we weren't in the rear because you don't know when you're gonna be gone, how long you're gonna be gone, and if you're coming back. And we did a lot
Yes.
of fighting. We did a lot of fighting.
A
So
lot of
we
fun.
we were kind of more prepared, and we're speaking more truth than the average so-called hood dude is, because most of the time they ain't never been in a damn fight. I mean, for real.
Exactly.
There's been very few. I'm talking about, that doesn't have a lot of weight to it. I don't want nobody to think, oh, you got to go out there and fight people. No, we're just talking about what you've experienced, what you really experienced, and what people are saying they experienced, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go through all this condition because you got a lot of anger inside of you. You abuse alcohol, not drugs, but we abused alcohol.
We did. We
You know,
did. I
so
mean
so
that
we can't
there is no.
somebody about them abusing marijuana or whatever it is. I would hope you don't do it. That's all I can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Killing your ambition, if it's leading you to destruction, if it's tearing you apart, don't do it. That's
Don't
what
do
being a
it.
man is. Don't tell me something that go hook you. Don't let people tell you that you hook to this and you hook to that. Stop it. Because guess what? The first time I was deployed to Saudi Arabia before we kicked off Desert Storm, and people who used to smoke 2, 3 packs of cigarettes a day, when they ran out, guess what happened?
They
They didn't
stopped.
smoke no more. You just stopped.
You just stopped. You had no choice.
Kill nobody. See, this is what get that out your mind. I can't stop.
Exactly.
I can't. That's weak.
You
It's
can.
not, forget. I don't give a damn. I don't need nobody to tell me that you can't not just stop something. What happened when people go to jail? You got addicts go to jail. They go through withdrawals for the first couple of days, and then they done.
They stopped.
Be a man. Be a woman if you hook to it. If it's declining your life, say no to it. That's real talk.
Yep.
Let it go. So my part about the part I want to continue talking about was that forgiveness side.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like for me, it was my father first. First,
Mm-hmm.
I even have to forgive my mother because of the brokenness came from both ways. And then
Okay.
sometimes it can come from both ways, man. And just seeing you with your mother like that, man, it make me smile. But I never had that. I never had that, brother. To be honest, my
Mm-hmm.
mother is like, my mother's blind. She suffered from schizophrenia, paranoia, and so
Mm-hmm.
this is what I mean by being a man. I was faced with the challenge to take care of her with those conditions and not put
Mm-hmm.
her in a home, but let her be around family. That's a man. And
Oh
I'm not.
yeah.
It's not about me talking about what I've done, but I saw real men do this.
Mm-hmm.
I saw even lessons I learned. I learned that lesson there from my aunt. I have an aunt, man, who I consider like a mother, man. And
Right.
I saw her. Her name's Mary. I saw her take care of her Paul Rain, man. Like that was her father. I'm talking about it was a selfless task. I learned that from a strong woman, from a real woman. I learned that from her, and I'm a real man. So it's like we can learn things from women without
Yes.
acting like women. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I learned from women without being overly emotional, or without being having the emotional characteristics of a woman, because the emotionally there is a difference there, whether we want to acknowledge that or not. They're supposed to be more motherly.
Right.
They have children. So anyways, what I'm getting to is the fact that I've learned these things from women, and that was a masculine thing as a man. So when it came my turn to make a decision on that, years have passed by. Now I'm a man, and do I take care of? Do I bring it into the home and take care of? I don't. Our relationship is not the greatest because of her physical disabilities and mental disabilities. It wasn't motherly,
Right.
but I still love her, and I'm still, as a man, I don't just turn my back and go live my life. Because many men,
And
you see, here's the thing: I'm talking about responsibility, and there's no perfection, like you said. There's no perfection nowhere in this life.
you know,
But you still have to have accountability as a man. And so
that's
when I
it.
took on this task, it was not only me, my wife as well.
Mm-hmm.
This was between me and her. We were able to do it. Even my kids, they grew up with knowing how to help take care of my mom.
Right.
See, but all of this is instilled in them. So what I'm saying about not running from responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
and even though it can seem like it's a daunting task, like wow, I really don't have a relationship with my mom like that. So when I see you and your mom, man, it makes me